Hi friends, welcome to Gizbot videos. I've been using the Asus ZenFone 5G smartphone for a couple of days. It has a lot of features, like the phone is running on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845, which is the latest flagship chipset from Qualcomm, 6GB RAM, 64GB storage, and it has a phenomenal amount of features which are not usually found in a smartphone that costs 30,000 rupees. So let us look at the top 5 features of the Asus ZenFone 5G. As you can see on this smartphone, the first dashing or interesting feature that anyone can see on this Asus ZenFone 5G is the notch. As this phone has a notch, the company has been able to push in a bigger display with 90+% screen to body ratio. One might hate or love the notch. So the company has also given an option to hide notch. If you want to hide that notch, go to display setting, where you can see the option hide a notch, toggle it. Now you have hidden your notch and the smartphone looks like any other smartphone with an 18:9 aspect ratio. The second interesting feature on the Asus ZenFone 5G is once again related to display. The Asus ZenFone 5G is the most affordable smartphone in India with an HDR enabled display. So what is HDR? HDR is an high dynamic range mode where you will get nicer looking colors with real life colors. So if you go to YouTube, search for HDR video that I have already searched. So if you select the first video, you can see the colors are really popping out. If you go to quality, you can see you can toggle up to 1080p HDR and the colors are really bright, and you can see the difference between the each pixels, and it looks really great. If you are watching some movies, you will have the best experience that any smartphone can offer at this price tag. The third interesting feature on the Asus ZenFone 5G is the capability to record 4K video at 60 frames per second. Most of the premium smartphones just support 4K video recording at 30 frames per second. Asus ZenFone 5G is one of those devices which can record 4K video at massive 60 fps, where you will get high quality video at an impressive frame rate. To record a 4K video at 60 fps, you have to go to camera. If you go to setting, it will be initially set to 1080p video recording, so you have to go there, select 4K at 60 fps. Now if you go to your video recording thing, as you can see, it can record really smooth video. As the phone has electronic image stabilization, you will get pretty stable footage even at the 4K 60 fps. The fourth interesting and my favorite feature of the Asus ZenFone 5G is the dual stereo speaker setup. As you can see, in most of the smartphones there will be one speaker which will be located at the bottom corner or either on the side corner. But in the Asus ZenFone 5G, just like the Samsung Galaxy S9, it has a dual stereo speaker where you will get immense sound with 2.1 channel like output. So how do we test this? Let's go to a music player. I will play some song. As you can see, the sound is coming from both the bottom firing speaker, and the earpiece also doubles as a stereo speaker. Even if I close the main speaker, the sound is coming from the earpiece, or even if I close this, the sound is coming from this one. So if I open both, I will get kind of a stereo setup sound. Last but not the least, the fifth feature that I like most about the Asus ZenFone 5G is the ability to shoot wide angle photos. Yes friends, you heard correct. The Asus ZenFone 5G, just like most of the smartphones, has a dual camera setup at the back. But unlike most other smartphones, the Asus ZenFone 5G has a kind of an interesting camera setup. The phone has a standard lens and a wide angle lens. To give more insight for this feature, let us look at the photos taken on both standard lens and the wide angle lens. As you can see, in the standard lens, the field of view is much narrower, whereas in the wide angle lens, you will get to cover more things in the same frame. So you will be able to capture more details, more scenes on a single photo using the wide angle camera. As you can see friends, these are the top 5 features of the Asus ZenFone 5G. What do you think about features? Did I miss any of the features that you might think could come into the top 5 features of the Asus ZenFone 5G? For more videos like this, subscribe to Gizbot YouTube channel. For more tech news, visit gizbot.com. This is Vivek signing off.